And
hello, YouTube! Welcome to our new live stream where we'll be discussing American Horror Story Season 8, Apocalypse.
This is going to be very similar to our Westworld live streams that we did for last season of Westworld. And we're doing Apocalypse this time. American Horror Story. Why not?
So, a lot of cool things to dive into.
Yeah.
A lot of couple new faces we'll see.
I like this season.
I'm excited for this one.
It's funny, and it's like not taking itself too seriously, but it's also has that serious note of like the world ended and you were the last survivors.
It's not a good thing.
But my favorite part, dude, you are not leaving me in Santa Monica.
I felt that many times in my life.
Like that's so good.
Pretty true.
You can see other people now. We're done. Meaning you're going to die. Anyways, so a quick recap. They sort of, in the intro even, they're sort of like pointing out things that have been in other intros of different seasons.
Oh, you're talking about the theme song?
The theme song.
The theme song has come back to be there's no theme song. If you remember past seasons, the cult was different. And Roanoke didn't even have a theme song to begin with.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a little disappointing. So I'm glad we're going
back to season
roots.
1.
Murder House plus the Coven equals season 8.
Yes,
wait,
I'm excited.
That's the wrong math. But still,
we get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I love Evan Peters' new part in this. He plays a hairdresser, like a very gay hairdresser for this famous actress, I think she's supposed to be.
She wants to be an Instagram influencer.
Okay. And pretty much the world is ending. Like there's going to be a nuclear blast and, you know, there's a bunker where like some people have paid money to ensure that they will get to go to after the apocalypse happens. And her father tells her like, you know, me and your mother and brother are not going to make it. You and 3 other people can take our spots. Like, go. There's a plane waiting for you. And she goes, and Evan Peters goes, and he brings his grandmother, who's played by
Joan Collins.
Classic. And then her assistant also goes with her, which is played by Leslie Grossman. Right? No.
Mallory.
Billy Lord. Billy Lord. So she's the assistant, and she goes with her, and they get to this bunker, and then also the FBI like raids this house of this family and takes their son, who's played by the kid from The Path, Aaron Paul's son in that show. I watched that show
Never seen it.
I do. And that is Kyle Allen. So him and another woman are taken because they have good genes.
And the other woman's name is Emily. They go into a little like shelter. It's like, it kind of looks like even like a prison, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you guys are going to stay here until all the bomb goes off, and 2 weeks later until kind of like you were able to like, you know, denuclearize the situation outside.
Yep.
Even though it's nuclear winter happens to me almost every day. Pretty hard. And then they eventually do go back to the what do they call it? Not like a compound.
Bunker.
It's like a bunker. And it's the last outpost. Last outpost number 3, only 10 in the whole world. Mm-hmm. But this is the 3rd one.
They go there and they immediately see a couple getting shot. And we don't know why in the beginning of the episode, but it turns out it's because you're not allowed to have relationships without like talking about breeding before breeding. So they get killed for having a relationship. So they go in and it was an old like all boys school, we're told.
I gotta say about that one.
And the woman in charge is Sarah Paulson. So she played who did she play? She played the 2-headed woman in the circus
played
season.
Billie Dean in episode 1. She played Cornita something in the Coven.
The Coven, yeah. She's a reoccurring cast member. So this is like one of her first like evil roles in American Horror Story.
Yeah, usually she plays kind of like the victim or kind of like, you know,
the outcast.
Like but this time she looks a little villainous. And so does Kathy Bates.
Bates
looks a little bit like, you know, Big Boo from Orange is the New Black, but that's cute.
Yeah, like a vampire version of that.
Vampires.
So something is going on here. It used to be all boys school, and now it's turned into a bunker. And she's like, "You guys, there's already people here, but welcome. You have to dress in Victorian clothing. We have dinner at 6:30. Come on down." And
you can't be late because there's nothing else to do over here.
Yeah, she's like, "Do be prompt because what else better do you have to do?" And so they get dressed in this weird Victorian clothing. They go down and they see the actress, her assistant, and her hairdresser already there, and then the hairdresser's grandmother all already there, and they're very just like, what's up? Like, we've been here a while.
We've been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And basically they're told that they are purples, the 2 children, like the boy and the girl. Not children, but like teenagers. And they are told that the purples are the upper class, like they get to be that because of their genes, but other people have paid to be the purples, and everyone else that's in there is just lucky to be there, and they're basically the slaves, and they're called grays.
I got a question though, kind of like, why are there only 2 people in there who have special DNA, but everyone else bought a ticket? So
theories, go.
Theories. Oh my god. Okay, we're going on theories now. I got so many. Okay, one of them. Yes, I believe because also when Timothy, the young boy, he gets kind of like almost like kidnapped, but taken
by the FBI.
Could have been the FBI or even something higher, the Illuminati probably. The Illuminati is real. Deal with it.
Oh.
Is this like? But they tell him kind of like, hey, like you have some special genes, but only you do. But so we can't do the rest of your family. If you remember from the Coven a little bit, Teresa Framing's character, she was a witch, but her other, rest of her family did not experience these kind of like supernatural abilities.
It was just her.
It was just her. So I believe that kind of like these are witches or warlocks or wizards. And that
Harry Potter has come to American Horror Story.
Yo, Wizard Timothy. And so I believe that kind of like, it's also like why that 666 pop up and those whispers.
Oh yeah, in his
out of the
mirror.
Shower.
That's one thing we forgot to mention. He's in his room. He gets his own room because he's a purple, and then he gets out of the shower and it's fogged mirror and the 666 is written on there, and he doesn't even like ask anybody who did that, but obviously something more sinister is going on here. And at the end of the episode, Cody Fern, who plays Michael Langdon, who, if you remember from season 1, is the baby that's born that's like the Antichrist.
Oh my god, that casting though, I gotta really take it out because I finished watching The Murder House, and that little boy at the end of the first season looks exactly like Corey. What's his name?
Cody Fern.
Cody Fern is like the run-up version. I don't know how they did that, or if it's really good casting. Either way,
he shows up on his like half-dead black horses in a carriage. Very much like apocalypse style.
Didn't the 7 horsemen ride on 7 horses?
Yes.
We saw 2. Where are the other 5?
Well, it sounds like he shot them because he's like, you'll end up like my horses if you go outside. And they basically shot his horses upon arrival because they had like big welts all over them from the radiation.
But also the horses do symbolize a coven.
Yes.
So that's something else to bring up. So is he part of the coven?
Perhaps.
Also, another little theory about the little boys' school he was at. I believe that was kind of like the coven, but for boys. It was for the warlocks,
so
for the wizards.
Basically season 3, but if it was all boys.
Yeah.
And that's where they kind of congregated and were training young wizards at Hogwarts.
And another really interesting thing, too, is that this season supposed to take place in 2019.
Yes.
And the Murder House took place, I want to say, in 2011. Is how long it's been?
So he would be grown up by now,
not really. He should be about like 11, if you really think about it.
That is a big 11-year-old.
But in the Murder House, those babies grew so fast. They grew really fast.
That's true. It was like an expedited process.
It's just kind of like she was pregnant, and I think even after like probably like 6 months or 7 months, she's already having a baby and fully in term.
When you're the son of Satan,
you can grow up pretty fast.
You can grow up as fast as you want to. So he probably grew up just to do the apocalypse. And what was interesting that you mentioned was that when they were watching the news before the bomb went off, was that the news reporter was like, "What have we done?"
No, he says, "I can't believe we've actually done it."
Yeah,
is that a reference to kind of like, I can't believe we actually did all humanity lead to nuclear war, nuclear apocalypse?
I don't think so. I think it meant something more.
Is the media in on it too? Because
I can't believe we actually did it.
Because
did what?
It's kind of interesting because most of the people in that bunker are famous people.
Yeah.
Diane Stevens is played by Adrienne Porter. She obviously is kind of like an Oprah kind of lady. Obviously the multi-billionaire Coco, which is like an influencer. She wants to become famous.
They have famous people in there, so it kind of looks like they were handpicked to survive the apocalypse, even though they bought their tickets. But I don't know. There's something else there. Like the news reporter was like, "I'm not going to have time to get home to my family." Does that mean that he's going to leave his family and go to a bunker? Or like, what does that mean? Theories. And then why are they all in this house together? Why did they pick those people for their genes? I don't think it was really because they took a 23andMe test and then they came back with really good genes, because they only picked like 2 people and then the couple that they murdered. 4 people get to make it in the apocalypse. That's it. And it just happens to be like.
It was Timothy and Emily. There is
the 2 that got killed.
Well, those are grays.
Those are grays?
Those are grays.
Well, how did the grays get chosen to be there?
That's a good point, too. How did the grays get chosen? Because honestly, there's obviously a hierarchy.
A hierarchy, yeah.
Involved. Because Sarah
it kind of seems like
character,
the grays. Like I saw like a boy like scrubbing the floor. That might be one of the young wizards that were living there beforehand.
But also you see a bunch of girls there too, you know.
Well, there's witches, you know. I don't know. I think that maybe they're trying to take over the world with all witches and warlocks now. And like,
but should we talk about with the people, the 12 people, the corruptive, I know I can't say it.
Corruptives. They're like the people in charge, basically. Like the Antichrist is one of them. Like he shows up, and then there's supposed to be 12.
And there's 12 of them, but also
there's 12 people in the bunker.
No, there's 12 people who are in the co-op thing.
Okay,
what is it called? Nobody knows. That's okay. We'll figure it out.
But there's 12 people in the council, basically.
There's 12 people in the council, but also there's 12 apostles too. So
it's him and 11 other people.
Who are the other people? Could it be the Coven? Could it be Sarah Paulson's original character in the Coven? Could it be Theresa May? Could it be Misty? Could it be Emma Roberts?
Emma Roberts!
She's coming back, and if you actually have seen any of her promo pictures, she is standing where the murder house is, surrounded by bones. And who are all those bones? Could they be the dead maid who was there before? Could it be Cara Mara's character from season 1? You know, could they have even kind of like brought the bones there, going kind of like, okay, we bring the bones there, they will live as ghosts. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think this season definitely is going to have a lot of predictions and theories because they are tying in seasons 1 and 3, but they're doing it in such a different way that we would have predicted, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that is just like, what is going on? Who are these people? And what are they trying to do? I want to know why they picked those 2 kids.
Yeah.
It is not because of their DNA. It's got to be because they're a wizard and a witch.
I mean, another really fascinating little snippet that might have nothing to do with anything, but I still find it fascinating, is that in season 1, Constantine had 4 kids, Tate, Addie, and the creature who lived upstairs in the attic. And then she had another one named Emily, who was the name of one of those people.
The girl.
With
the good genes.
Emily ran away a long time ago. Even though it's supposed to take place in the 90s, who really knows? Maybe she is a witch. She's able to keep herself young.
Yeah, and then they found her in jail. That's another thing that we forgot to mention is that they picked her up in jail.
What kind of jail was it, though? Just typical jail?
I don't know. And that's kind of like, well, if she was a runaway, she probably would have ran into the law at some point, stealing, whatnot. She probably would have been in jail. That makes sense. It ties up. So what other clues are they going to kind of throw at us that maybe we can try and figure out where they're trying to go with this season? Let us know in the comments below what you think.
Oh, let's also talk about kind of like how Michael Langdon did come in. He was kind of like, I have to bring there's a safer place than this place that we could survive a whole decade off of.
Yeah, because they're running out of food. It's like 18 months later, and they're listening to the same goddamn music on the radio, by the way, or on the CD player, whatever they're listening to. It changed, and then they're like, oh, this is a sign. And then it's like 18 months later, they're listening to that same song that it changed to over and over and over again. I don't know if there's a significance of that. Maybe they're trying to make them go crazy. I don't know.
I would think so.
But yeah, when he shows up, Michael Langdon, he basically says, you're running out of food. And
I am here to select the people to go with me to the new.
He's going to select out of the selected who gets to go with them. So that should be interesting.
I think, to be honest, I feel like Joan Collins might go because she is just a special guest star on it. So eventually she will be gone. Who knows how that will happen, but she will be gone. I believe that. I really hope Evan Peters makes it because he's just so
Evan Peters
fabulous.
Has to.
Oh God, yes.
He's my favorite. Always in every season, he's my favorite.
Yes, he's the best.
But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you liked this episode, and what you think is going to happen for the rest of the season, or what you're looking most forward to. And make sure to give us a subscribe and click the little bell, the alert bell, so that you're notified anytime that we go live or post a new video. We have a lot of exciting stuff.
We will be doing this every week for the next 12 weeks on Thursday. Most likely, always on Thursdays.
Yes.
And we're so excited to actually explore this season of
American Horror Story.
Woo!
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hi, Victor.
Hello, Victor.
Thank you so much for watching.
Watch our video. Go back and rewatch it, and then comment. We'll read it, and we will talk about it in next week's video.
We always address
all the comments.
So if you got some thick theories, throw them down in the comments because I'd love to know about them. Oh, I'm so excited.
Bye.
Yay. Have a nice one.